Hey guys, Tiju22 here, and welcome back to Heat. The show is brought to you by Insomania Game, The Gaming Odyssey, and MuchGames.ca. So we had a grudge match with 4 people with interlocking feuds, but here's a match where one team has 2 people that want to get their hands... Well, basically it's a 2-on-2 match. And I'll tell you more about it as we get started. So you have Spectre, but then you have one of their arch rivals, and it's this guy. So you have Sonic with his vendetta with Kony, and then you have this guy.
Now I'm not trying to make this up. I go and started, the window shut. I ripped to shreds on the dirty jeans to keep the sun off of everything. Oh, oh, did you know I was coming? Getting where it's nice and quiet. Let's go where the light don't matter. You're falling into my shadow. La 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 la.
So, you have James Bond with his longtime arch nemesis, Ernst Stavro Blofeld. As you may have saw, he was the guy in the gray suit. And let me turn down my phone. There we go. Anyway, match underway as it looks like... Okay, so now we have Bond and Kony going at each other while Sonic and Blofeld are going at each other, which is kind of the opposite because Blofeld and James Bond have had problems with each other, and Sonic, wow, what a move on Blofeld, has had his problems with Kony, the man in green. But of course, Blofeld and Kony are part of Spectre, of which Blofeld, the man in gray, is the leader of. And of course, James Bond in the movies, the man in the suit, has always been there to stop Blofeld and Spectre, as well as countless other villains, some of which include Goldfinger, who else? Goldfinger, and what's his face? Like Goldfinger, Le Chiffre from Casino Royale, as well as Franz Sanchez from one of my favorite movies, License to Kill. I mean, there's others, but none of them stand out any more than Blofeld. And so far, Sonic has definitely taken it to Blofeld. And now Sonic goes right after Kony. So now their respective rivals have paired off with each other. And a nice takedown onto Blofeld. And as for Sonic and Kony, the way their feud started was the fact that Sonic was in a match, and Kony inexplicably came into the ring and attacked Sonic, which ultimately costed him a championship match that he was having at the time. And ever since then, Sonic has vowed revenge. And of course, we all know that Blofeld and Bond, you know, being that Bond is a secret agent and being that Blofeld is a megalomaniac, the leader of Spectre, a criminal organization, naturally they would feud with each other. And a forward electric chair drop on a Sonic, that'll definitely take a lot of starch out of you. And another thing I should mention is that falls do count anywhere, but it's the one who gets the pinfall first that wins it for him and his teammate. And now Blofeld setting him up on the top rope, and now James Bond. Oh, wait a minute, caught by Blofeld. Oh, and then a backbreaker, a huge backbreaker. I severely underestimated the strength of Blofeld. I'm surprised he was able to catch him like that. And inverted suplex onto Bond, and a military press drop onto Sonic. A snapmare onto Blofeld. Wait, cover. What? No. Kick out by both Sonic and Blofeld. Then a back elbow onto Bond, and out goes Bond. Inverted atomic drop onto Sonic. And Blofeld gets back inside the ring, which is probably the safest place you can be, because if you go outside, you're at the mercy of that cage, as well as anything close to the ring as possible, man. Nice arm drag onto Kony, and then another inverted suplex onto Bond. And then a knee right to the head of Bond, and that busted him open. Oh, flying forearm. Inverted atomic drop, and a scoop and a slam onto Blofeld. And wait, a crucifix pin. Nope, not even a 1 count on Blofeld. And wait, pile driver. A pile driver onto Kony, which is, that's Kony's own move. 1. No. But he used Kony's own move against him. And Walther PPK. Walther PPK, that super kick. He calls that the Walther PPK. And what a move by Sonic. But now Kony has been busted open. 1. No. But yeah, Kony as well as Bond have been busted open. And then a kick to the face of Sonic by Blofeld. A back suplex onto Kony. And now Blofeld just ramming the head of Sonic onto the ground. Then a facebuster onto Kony. And then a reverse bulldog onto Blofeld, and Blofeld has been busted open. Another facebuster to Kony. A Hurricane Rana onto Blofeld with a pinfall. 1, 2. Nope, reversed. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2. No. Very, very close. But right now, Sonic is the last man not to be bleeding. Then a kick right to the back of Blofeld, and then a rake in the eyes right to James Bond from Kony. No, wait, small package this time. 1, 2. Nope, reversed. 1, 2. 1, 2. No. I mean, this match has been back and forth. I mean, at this point, I have to wonder what is it going to take for any one person to get a pinfall over another. A snapmare on Kony, and then an elbow right to the back of the neck, and then a chop block onto Sonic. Wait, 1. No, kick out by Sonic. And what does he call that? 1, 2. No. Oh, Smith & Wesson. That's what he calls that move. That super kick. Like, they both have similar moves, but 1, 2. No. But yeah, James Bond's super kick is the Walther PPK, and Blofeld's super kick is the Smith & Wesson. Both of which are named after guns used in the movies. Whipping to the corner is James Bond. And a snap DDT onto Blofeld, but then a counter onto James Bond. And now Sonic goes right back to his arch rival again. And whipped into the corner is Sonic, and another inverted suplex onto Bond. Now wait, 1, 2. No, kick out by Bond. Head scissors takedown onto Kony. And now wait a minute, a pin. 1, 2. No, kick out by Kony. Reverse neckbreaker onto Blofeld. And now wait a minute. Kony, or not Kony, excuse me. Bond now going for a Dragon Sleeper onto Blofeld, and Blofeld has submitted. So the winners I should say, of this match is Sonic and James Bond. So Bond was able to force his arch nemesis, Ernst Stavro, I can't even talk. He was able to get his arch nemesis, was James Bond, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, to tap out, and both he and Sonic, by he I mean Bond, James Bond and Sonic have won. And they have definitely gained a measure of revenge. In the case of Bond, of course is just, it's part of duty, you know, to stop Blofeld, especially in the movies. But I have a feeling this whole thing between, you know, Sonic and Kony as well as Blofeld and Bond, I have a feeling this thing is not It's far from over. I know that. But we got to move on to our next match, and you'll see what it is right after this.